Hi, I'm Joanne Callahan, and I'm here to share with you something I'm really excited about, the direction we're going with TFT or tapping, and self-empowerment, well-being. Over the years, I was very blessed to have a husband that developed these materials and the tapping modality that so many are using around the world now. And as he's now gone, I have been given the opportunity to share these tools all around the world. So I train people everywhere. I headed to Brazil next week. I was in Abu Dhabi and Dubai last year. I just got back from, I'm trying to remember where, the UK. I have always been I'm able to share these tools with many people at many levels. And the one thing I've noticed over the years, every training I do, people come to learn these tools to share with their practitioners, with their practice, with their clients, in their businesses. They want to share them with others, but the real reason most everybody comes is they have something they want to work on for themselves. And it's just a given when somebody almost always, when they come to learn tapping, they have something they want to help themselves with. And during trainings, we don't have the time to spend teaching and working on individuals. We spend the time teaching them to use these tools for other people. So I've always wanted to have a way to share these in a more self-empowering way, in a way to allow people to help themselves with it and have the time to do that. Last year, well, actually about a year and a half ago, I got shingles, and I treated it, didn't think much about it. I had no pain, no discomfort with it. It went away. I didn't take any antiviral. And somebody was commenting on that and their problems in life. And I looked back and realized in my life, I've been very blessed to have the tools that no matter what life's happenings were, I was able to transcend them and still remain in a peaceful, joyful state. It wasn't that my life's any different than any others. Everybody comes to us for various problems. I suffered from or had experienced as a child abuse. I've had cancer, diabetes. I've had businesses that fail. I had a nightclub one time. I've done many different things, but I was always able to learn from the mistakes and move on. I never got stuck in the fear, the anger, or the grief when things didn't work out right. I was able to maintain peace and joy when Roger passed, that for the life that I'd had with him. And I stopped to think, and I was thinking, why? My life wasn't really any different than anybody else's. All the people that come to us, they come to us for help with these very things. And that, coupled with the trainings that I do, I realized that it would be wonderful if I could share the self-empowerment tools, the tools to maintain a well-being and optimal health during whatever life throws at us. So I started looking at how we could do that. And last year we had our first ever, what I termed a well-being retreat. And what we did was it allowed us to have the time to work on you, what you need, what you want, and give you the tools to continue that. So what happens is when somebody comes to the well-being retreat, we first assess them with brain maps, with heart rate variability, with biological age, fitness level. We find out where they're at, because just like if you're going on a trip, you can't plan the trip till you know where you're starting. And then we spend a whole week teaching TFT, teaching self-help tools, introducing people to modalities, other energetic things that could help create a better well-being, a better state of health for them, and we reassess at the end, so that by the time they leave these well-being retreats, they've got a path. They've got a path that's already been proven for them. And this was my dream for a long time, to be able to really see a change before the people leave. And we did our first one last year in September, and it was a huge success. I just finished an Optimal Health this last weekend, and 2 of the well-being retreat participants came. They're coming back to the ones this year. The follow-up from it has been wonderful. And I want to just share with you a little bit about why I think it was such a success, and why I think it's something that could be relevant to everybody. We had a physician there, we had a psychopharmacologist there, a pharmacological researcher, we had a housewife, we had an educator. It doesn't matter. Every bit of it was customized to what they needed, and they all found it relevant. When I look back at the first well-being retreat, we started looking at why was it so successful. I mean, I have to say it was successful for the participants, for us as practitioners, and for the beautiful Synchronicity Foundation location that we were at. And we were starting to look at why. I mean, it was beyond our expectations. And I started to look at why. I think there were many reasons. We were able to combine proven techniques, the things that we've proven over the last 35 years with TFT, ancient wisdom traditions, but we also included some cutting-edge technologies that you can't get hardly anywhere else. Most people would not have the opportunity to experience brain mapping in the neural field. So we combined the best in cutting-edge healing modalities with time-honored ancient wisdom traditions and the proven TFT material. And it allowed us to meet everybody where their feet were, where they needed their help. We had group trainings, we had individual trainings. And so what we found is not only did we have individual success for each, but there was a group dynamic that was amazing. And as you hear some of the people share their experiences, you'll hear that. The whole group dynamic was amazing. It just was one of those combinations that fit and synergistically increased what we could do. We had, as I said, we had various different fields, from medicine to mental health to psychology, mental health to psychology, to just housewives and businesses, and everybody was able to respond from where they were coming from. And the other nice thing was it was very cross-cultural. We had someone from South America, we had them from Europe, Canada, the US, I think Asia as well. So we were able to blend cultures, modalities, and the old and the new to come up with a wonderful opportunity for healing. And recently I moved actually to Virginia from California, and I'm very excited about it because I moved to the very location that we're holding the majority of these well-being retreats. And the location has some key energetic components that we can't get anywhere else. So when you combine cutting edge technology, TFT at the cutting edge or leading edge of what we're doing, and vibrational support on a mild deep bedrock or quartz crystal, we've got all the tools to facilitate healing. And that was what I thought, and it was happening. It happened. We want to share with you some of the things. Everybody experienced something different. Inner peace, joy, balance, able to start focusing on healing themselves. So we had a very diverse components, but that blended well.
So I came here, I brought my family actually. It's it was kind of a stretch. It's actually my honeymoon. So it was kind of particular and maybe a particular choice for some people, but I chose to bring my new wife and my newborn baby, actually just 5 weeks old, because I wanted them to experience something very different. Something that would be a journey inside instead of just a journey on a beach outside, you know. I wanted to get closer to what I consider to be our own inner paradise. This is something that I want all my family to have at hand, you know, some place that we can all go together. And this is why it was really important for me to come as a family. I've been meditating some time ago, not recently, not so regularly, but I used to meditate a lot. And when Joanne Callahan introduced me to the high-tech meditation, I didn't know what to expect, but I really enjoyed it. It made it easy for me to get back to where I was before and even go further at a pace that I wouldn't have expected. So again, it's for me, you know, having this possibility to have science, ancient knowledge, and personal experience come together is really what I'm looking for in life in general, actually, in my line of work and everything. So this high-tech meditation and all the technology that goes with it and all the ancient wisdom that goes with it, here at the Synchronicity Foundation is really one of those rare places where I can really tell that I really found it this way. So that's really, really good for me. The TFT associated with a meditation is a rare opportunity, because as a meditator, and especially with the high-tech meditation, because then everything goes so naturally. What needs to come out comes out to be released. Having a tool to do that is, for anybody who is really serious about getting better, this is something exceptional. This is something I would wish for anybody, really, seriously. Even if, you know, I don't know, even if someone has never meditated at all, this is something that's going to be easy, that's going to be natural, and in my opinion, a life-changing experience. So the environment here at the Synchronicity Foundation is in Virginia. I don't know, it's one of those few places in the world, you know, where the general energy, even though you're sensitive to energies or not, it doesn't really matter. You're just going to feel better, basically. And with the high-tech meditation, the TFT, all this comes together. And for me, it's been an incredibly positive experience, even though this is my daily life. I'm a professional TFT practitioner, and I work in personal development. I've been working in personal development for years now, but this is really something exceptional. And I'm going home with a new perspective on things that I thought I knew, but now I have a new depth to that. So I'm very thankful and grateful and appreciative about it.
As you can see from hearing Goob talk about it, he came with his entire family, a brand new baby and his new wife, focusing on inner peace. They had an amazing experience. You see, probably Solange is the first 5-week-old yoga participant, and it was great. Some of the other people came for different reasons, for health reasons. One person was just recovering from cardiac surgery and a heart attack. Some came specifically for the spiritual path. So what we found was we were able to meet people at whatever their needs were, and they were able to grow and take tools back to continue that growth and that healing. So it meant what I was dreaming of being able to create. And why do we think we can do this? TFT has been proven for a long time, and one of my passions is our trauma relief work around the world. And some of the stories that we've heard from the people that we've worked with in Rwanda really show us what a deep healing that we can accomplish. And to be able to share these tools, we didn't go into Rwanda and, quote, fix Rwandans, we went in and continue to go into Rwanda and teach them how to heal themselves. This is what we're doing in the Wellbeing Retreat. One of the wonderful examples of that is early on in 2006, when they were treating the orphans of the genocide, a village elder came and asked if he could be helped from a nearby village. And he had been forced to watch the perpetrators cut up his wife and children, and then they used a machete on him and left him for dead. He had spent the next 12 years experiencing nightmares, flashbacks, and lived in an angry, hateful world. When they treated him on the lunch hour, he said it was now a distant memory, and he went away and he went home, and he came back the next day on the lunch hour, and he said it was the first time in 12 years he'd slept through the night without nightmares. He said, but he's dizzy, can you help that? He would fall a lot, and they thought maybe that was a permanent damage from the machete that had been used on the back of his neck in that area. But they went ahead and treated him, and he was able to walk away without dizziness. He came back the next day and said, can you help these people, with 26 villagers with him. But the real telling part was, excuse me, when he came back that weekend, and he stood up in the church service, and he said he'd been granted the gift of healing, and he would take 4 orphans into his home. It transformed his life. And that was published in Share International, I think in 2009 or something, in an international magazine. But it's this kinds of healings that led us to believe that we could teach others how to do this and to empower you to begin healing your anger, grief, trauma. The people that came, some of them with past traumas that had limited their physical health for a long time. Some came with many fears. Some came with, shall we say, addictions or habits that they wanted to deal with. And we were able to give them the tools to address those things themselves. These types of things that we talk about in Rwanda happen with our trauma and relief work all the time. And what I believed after having experienced the synchronicity facility was based on the vibration there from the quartz crystal. We have yoga, we have massage, with all of the tools that we have there for things that promote a better lifestyle, allowing people to experience those things while we give them the tools to treat themselves, help themselves, and make clearer decisions. We can send them on their way with the empowerment to continue that process themselves, so that next year, when something comes up in their lives, they have the tools to address it right then. They don't have to suffer from it. One of the most powerful tools that we introduce at the Wellbeing Retreats and allow people to experience is what we call high-tech meditation. And this facilitates the balancing of the brain so that all 4 quadrants of the brain are functioning together. It allows us to help have a coherence between the brain and the heart field, which gives us so much more power as an individual. That, combined with the TFT and enhanced lifestyle, we're able to accomplish a lot in a very short time. It doesn't take years. Listen to Leandro. Leandro is our trainer in Brazil, and he came for this. We're doing one of these very same well-being retreats in Brazil in just a few weeks. We're going to be doing them several places around the world, but listen to Leandro as he was able to change and what he experienced there. It's something that we all can experience. Everybody experiences different things, but you'll see what kind, and Leandro was an experienced TFT practitioner, yet he was still able to experience a dramatic shift in his overall well-being.
Hi, I'm Leandro from Brazil, and I'm here in the TFT Wellness Retreat in the Synchronicity Sanctuary. And the reason I came here is because in my work I care and treat a lot of people, but for the last month, maybe some month, I was about forgetting to treat and to care about myself. So I got a period that wasn't balanced, wasn't feeling very well emotionally and also physically. So I decided to come here when Joanne Callahan made me this invitation. So I have time to take care about myself and also have help about other people, special people who are TFT practitioners and the people who live here in the sanctuary. That Joanne have told me they are very nice people, and indeed I met them, and it's very special to meet them. So I came in this state that was feeling very weak energy and very poor energy, and I think I really got this during the meditations, the high-tech meditations, during the TFT sessions. I got this transformation just in the first day. I really got relief from what was putting me behind, and it's really special to live with this group these days, and this combination of TFT and the high-tech meditation and all the other protocols they have here, it's been amazing, because I will be able with TFT to remove my blocks, remove everything that put me down, and with the protocols and the high meditation I got find my balance and find my center. So I really love it, especially the session with the Awakening Heart. It was very special for me. I felt so much love in my heart and connect again with my essence. So in summary, what I am taking from here back to Brazil, back to my home, is a confidence, a self-confidence that I can, keep treating myself, keep caring about myself, and for this point, I am able to care and treat other people too. So I really feel that what I achieved here is going back to me and remain with me. And also the high-tech meditation, I will continue to practice, and I already used to meditate for more than 10 years before, and that was good, but I feel with the high-tech meditation it's easier to achieve a deeper level of meditation. So it's a great combination I'm taking for my life, and I'm very happy to take for other people in Brazil too, as soon as I can.
This kind of healing that we just heard from Leandro about, and we're seeing, we'll hear from a few more other people about what they experience. That's been my dream for a long time, to be able to share TFT at that level and to be able to empower people, because my life's not been any different than anybody else, but I've been able to experience peace and joy, excitement and passion for what I'm doing most of my life. And that's what people want to be able to feel. That's what well-being is. Well-being is our quality of life. And if we can just take 5 days out of our life and gain the tools to maintain that quality of life and well-being, no matter what is thrown our way, no matter what our happenings of life are, we've got a tremendously powerful tool. And it was so rewarding for me to be able to see this happen with all, and I have to say all of the people that attended. I've been following up with everybody. Everybody's had shifts, they've had transformations, they've actually want to come back, which is exciting too. And so as we do this, we're able to share something that I think we can all benefit. We're going to do a little bit of this in a new well-being teleclass as well, to help explain well-being and some of the secrets, some of the tools that we're using to be able to create that. So join us on the teleclass, and then plan on coming to one of the well-being retreats, if you could benefit from creating more peace in your life and being able to experience joy and passion and attract the kinds of things that you want in your life rather than more of the negative contractive state of fear or lack. We give you the tools, and you'll be sharing with people that are on the same path. So join us at one of our well-being retreats. We've got one coming up in Brazil, which is one of the areas we'll do them regularly. France is another one, and the UK. So look at the calendar and see if there's some time you can join us with one of these well-being retreats.
Hi, I'm Howard Robson, and I'm chairman of TFT Foundation UK, which is a charitable organisation spreading TFT and treating communities which have suffered trauma, and particularly those who can't afford to help themselves or in short of money. My wife is also a member of and is very enthusiastic about thought field therapy, and it was really at the invitation of Joanne and Phil's enthusiasm that prompted me to come. I'm somewhat sceptical about a lot of these things, so but the idea seemed good, and to have a break in a pleasant environment. I have done a little meditation in the past, intermittently, and find this helpful, and I find that with effort I can relax quite well. It's not too difficult now that I'm retired, actually. So life's a little bit less stressful. But having come here, it's really lived up to beyond expectations, I think. I think the whole ambience of the place, the staff, the environment, and of course the people in the TFT community who have come to the TFT Wellness Retreat at Synchronicity Foundation. The environment with the woods is extremely peaceful.
Since I've been here, I've noticed with each meditation, high-tech meditation, my brain has been getting quieter. There hasn't been as much chatter in my head during the meditations, and I've felt more settled. And I'm not sure how much is the meditation or how much is the TFT training and treating that we've been doing, but I definitely feel more settled. I feel better. I feel brighter. I'm just enjoying myself more. I feel more joyful than when I first got here.
I'm going to take home tools and for thought field therapy training and high-tech meditation. We have decided we are going to continue the high-tech meditation because of the great things we have found just in these few days that it has helped us overcome.
I came to the TFT Wellness Retreat at this Synchronicity Sanctuary with expectations of experiencing the TFT that I had not been practicing, and I found so much more. I found that the meditation, the high-tech meditation that is taught here is so empowering that you really don't have to be a meditator to take that step into the high-tech meditation, that it just naturally comes to you, and that it brings up the things that you need to come to, that'll bring up all the stuff that you really need to get rid of to find the true source of what you are, and to feel the whole and the bliss of everything of it.
During the time I've been here, I've experienced laughter, peace, and treatments that I have never heard of, and also the effects of those treatments. And I've been able to learn in some depth what the Synchronicity Foundation and SPA do and the way in which they work. And I'm really amazed at the work that they do, and I think that the two foundations can work so well together.